All right, guys, let's do Mario Kart now. I think this one should be pretty easy compared to the other series, but with you two, I never really know.
Trust me, I want to spend as little time here as possible. Let's just get the easy shit right out of the way and put MK Wii in S.
Well, Donald, I think we should start with SMK, as it's the original. We can go in order of release.
I actually agree with Donald on this one. MK Wii is an easy S tier. Such iconic courses, and the Wii wheel reminds me of the days where I was allowed to drive.
Trust me, Joe, even if you weren't president, they wouldn't let you behind the wheel anymore, you geriatric fuck. You're probably just as slow and unreliable as you are in game.
You talk shit about my driving, but I can get BC Wii wall glitch all 3 laps. That wall was even less useful than yours.
1v1 me pussy, no items. Stop for TCs.
Well, I guess we can start here, since we all agree. I don't know if it was my personal favorite, but it is definitely quality. And Funky Kong was just iconic. I'll put it in S.
Same can't be said for that boring-ass game MK7, though. Might be a more disappointing follow-up than Sleepy Joe over here, and that's saying something.
Fuck you, Donald. MK7 was a pretty good game. Just because it was on a handheld doesn't mean that the quality of gameplay is any less impressive.
I actually agree with Joe here. The introduction of gliders was an interesting new mechanic that opened up lots of potential for the future of the series.
Are you two shitters eating glue? This game is straight dog shit. It didn't even have a versus mode, for fuck's sake. That's C tier at best, and that's a generous place.
MK7's item system was so much more balanced than any other game in the series. That's got to count for something. The monster tires allowed for unique strats and shortcuts, and the levels were also pretty damn good.
I really like the Airship Fortress map. While I'm a little bummed that it won't return in the booster pass, it gives more reason to replay MK7. And I know it's unpopular, but I thought that MK7's item spy wasn't so bad. I like seeing everything that was going on.
Big surprise you like the war-themed course, monsters, and spying on people? You guys make me sick.
Look, I'm going no lower than B on this one. I know it wasn't the most groundbreaking MK game, but it was a quality package.
I remember when I played Woohoo Mountain and everybody did that Mickey Mouse-ass shortcut at the beginning of the track to get ahead. Reminds me of Joe,
like Grumble?
Quite frankly.
Wait, how long did you even play MK7, by the way? That was patched out like 5 months after release.
I played it long enough to know everything I needed to know. Mid.
All right, MK7 in B, moving on.
I don't even want to talk about MK8U. Shit was even worse than MK7.
Yeah, I'm not going to lie. This one didn't do it for me. I played it for a bit, but the items weren't my cup of tea.
The frog hopping was really cool, though.
Are you fucking kidding me? We're really going to do this?
I enjoyed fire hopping too, Joe, but I'm with Donald on this one. I just can't put this above a C.
This shit should be in trash tier, but if it makes Slow Joe shut his mouth sooner, then whatever.
I bet this fucker has never done a demon slide in his life.
Putting MK8 in D. Speaking of which, Mario Kart 8 Deluxe.
Banger, easy S.
Unbelievable. You guys will just put anything in S tier. The tier loses all value when you do that.
Now, Donald, I was with you on 7 and 8Q, but Deluxe is absolutely S-worthy. Even if you don't like its unique gameplay mechanics, the sheer amount of content this game will have by the end of the year is staggering.
I can give you a million reasons why MK8D shouldn't be an S. Let's start with that crummy-ass character roster. I want to know whose idea it was to put baby Rosalina in this game. That character doesn't even make sense if you paid any attention to the library scene in Mario Galaxy. But I bet Joe fell asleep during it.
Look, asshole, you don't have to use the characters you don't like. 22 of the 24 MK Wii characters are in this game now, and Diddy and Funky Kong are probably on the way too. You can have all your Wii characters, and I can have my man Shy Guy, all in the same game.
Hayden Biden main's a character who never takes his mask off. Who could have seen this coming?
It's not just characters, though. This game is going to have 96 tracks soon.
Hell yeah. I'm excited for DK Snowboard Cross to come out today.
It's DK Summit, Joe. Say it the right way. They're probably going to totally screw up the double cut as well.
You said that about the Mushroom Gorge Gap as well, and look what happened.
I think Joe's onto something here. DK Summit, Mushroom Gorge, Coconut Mall, Maple Tree Way. All the best Wii courses are in this game anyway. They're only really missing Toad's Factory.
Wouldn't be the first time you wanted to fuck over the factory workers.
For heaven's sake, Donald, we're just talking about a video game.
I bet he doesn't want to talk about how this game also has amazing kart bike balance, ultra mini turbos, and 200cc as well.
I can play 200cc all I want on CTGP, which has double the amount of courses of the finished booster pass, by the way.
You can't be serious right now, Donald. Those custom tracks will never stack up to the quality of Nintendo-made courses.
Even if those courses did stack up to Nintendo's courses, how are you even counting them to begin with? CTGP is a mod, not part of the game. This shouldn't even be a gradable criteria.
This guy is only using mods in his argument because he knows he has no argument by comparing the standalone games. I'd be willing to bet $50 this modding clown was put on Condies at some point, too.
I never needed to cheat like you. By the way, Joe, did you really call that shit BC wall glitch earlier? Literally nobody calls it that. Did you forget what track you were on?
Shut up, Donald. You know exactly what I meant.
Look, I think it's completely ridiculous, but Michelle said dinner is going to be ready soon, so I can compromise with putting Deluxe in A tier. Let's just knock out the classic games real quick now.
Sounds good. To start, I want to propose Super Mario Kart in B tier.
What now?
You heard me right. It is a fantastic entry point to this series. And despite the fact that the Super Nintendo limited it to 2 players maximum, 1v1s were lit. There was nothing more exhilarating than maintaining your lines while interacting with the impossibly deep red shell mechanics.
I'm fucking out. Not listening to this loser prop up some trash that only he was alive to experience at launch.
We were both in our damn 40s when it came out.
Joe, I'm going to keep it straight, man. The best course in this game would be considered below average in any other title.
Fuck you, Barack.
And here I thought this one would be easy. Guess I'll finish it up later. Fucking hell.